What's up, crypto gang? Welcome back to another episode. If you guys are new here, we do a giveaway at the beginning of every single episode, and today's winner is Nick Chia. Thanks so much for commenting on the previous video, Nick. I just sent you some crypto. In today's episode, we are going to be doing an update on the Masternodes series. All disclaimer, they have provided me with one Masternode to be included in this series, and if you guys have been following along, the results have been pretty substantial, and it's a very exciting concept of bringing together a bunch of projects into one portfolio and covering all their missions together. Right now, the portfolio has 11 different projects in it, and I'm going to be doing more interviews with the founders of some of these projects in the near future. But in today's episode, I'm going to be going over the communities as well as their growth rates. I went through all of the publicly available information, including Twitter followers. I went through the members on their Discord server and tried to get a growth rate of the number of active nodes in relation to their Bitcoin Talk announcement. So it gave me a sense for the months that they've been active, as well as the number of nodes that they've been adding to the network. So what I've done is I've put together a basic spreadsheet with some very simplified numbers so that you guys can get a sense for how many nodes these masternodes are adding per month. You can get a sense for how many people are joining the community every month, and you get a sense for the overall growth rate of these companies every month. I've mentioned in the past a few different metrics that I like to follow when I look at new masternodes. One of them primarily being the market cap, so that you can get a sense for the daily volume and the liquidity around the node. Second one is definitely the community. I love seeing communities that are growing actively, and that's why I did this analysis, so that you guys can get a sense for what I look at when it comes to growth rates of communities, as well as the number of nodes that are being added. So you know that people are expressing interest in activating their nodes and keeping active on the network. Put those two together and you have your daily liquidity and your market cap, and you have a community that's growing by 50% or 30% month over month, and they're adding a substantial amount of masternodes to their network. This together proves that the community is not only interested and there are a lot of exciting things coming, but it proves that it could potentially be something you could get behind. Without further ado, let's dive into my overview of the portfolio update. We're about 2 months in almost, and let's also dive into my community analysis of all the projects. First off, we're going to go through the Masternodes Online dashboard to get a sense for our 11 nodes that are live right now on the investment so far. So we have been into this for coming up on a month and a half, I'll say, on all of the nodes that are online right now. Some have been online for longer, but before I go into the analysis, we are going to go through this just briefly. Daily income, $37 or 0.01 Bitcoin at the price of, I think it's 3,800 right now per Bitcoin. And weekly, 261, monthly, $1,121, and yearly, we're at $13,640. All right, guys, now to the fun part, the analysis. I'm gonna go through each one of the columns as well as the rows, just to show you guys all 11 nodes that we have online, and we're going to go through their community sizes on Twitter, Discord, the number of nodes, when they launched, the time frame that they have been live, and the growth rates of the additions to nodes each month, the additions to their social community on Twitter and Discord each month, and then the overall growth rate. And then I'm going to rank 1 through 3 for each column. So the first one is Gincoin. Gincoin has 5,408 Twitter followers, 7,962 Discord members. The number of nodes is 3,648. They launched on February 22nd, 2018, so they've been alive for 11 months. That's when they announced on Bitcoin Talk, and that's for all these launch dates is when the announcement went out on Bitcoin Talk. The nodes they add per month is 332, so the percent of month over month growth rate to the nodes is 9%. So they're growing month over month 9% with the amount of nodes that they are adding to the total number. The social reach that they are gaining each month, that is Discord plus Twitter followers, is 1,215, with a total community growth with nodes, Discord, and Twitter combined of 17,018. And I'll go into that last number there as we progress. Bitcoin Green, the number of Twitter followers is 7,382. The Discord amount is 4,918. Number of nodes, 1,881. They launched on January 26th, 2018. And that means that they've been alive for about a year. And that is adding 157 nodes per month at a growth rate of 8%, adding number of nodes per month. And their social growing month over month, they are adding 1,025 with a total of 14,181. LightPay has a following of 4,212 on Twitter. They have a pretty large amount on Discord, 12,803 on Discord. Number of nodes total active are 3,445. Their launch was on May 29th, 2018, and they've been alive for 7 months. And that is a total of 492 nodes added per month on average. So that's about 14% month over month additions to their node network. And the social additions is 2,431 with a big total there, 20,460 total with their community growth. Divvy is 7,322 on Twitter, 1,220 on Discord. The number of nodes active right now are 602. They launched in September 27th of 2018. So they have been live for about 3 months now. The number of nodes added every month is 201 with a growth rate of 33% month over month adding to their nodes, and social adding each month 2,847 with a total community of 9,144. Next up, we have Cryptoflow at 1,800 Twitter followers. We have 4,021 Discord members, 788 number of nodes online. They launched on, August 16th, 2018. They've been live for 4 months. They're adding 197 nodes per month. Their growth rate month over month is about 25%. And they're adding 1,530 people to their social community every month with a total of 6,909 in their community. Next up, we have Snowed. Twitter followers, 1,581. Discord, 9,353. Their number of nodes online is 856. They launched on September 5th, 2018. They've been live for about 3 months. The nodes that they're adding to their network every month is 285 with a growth rate of 33%, adding nodes every month. And their social community is growing by 3,645 people per month with a total of 11,790. DarkPay Coin, next up. Twitter, 536 followers. Discord, 3,033. Number of nodes, 1,977 active right now. It looks like another August 28th, 2018 was when the Bitcoin Talk announcement was made. That's live for 4 months. Their nodes being added month over month are 494, which gives them a 25% month over month growth rate to the nodes in their network, and an additional 892 added to their social network month over month, and that's a total of 5,546. Next up, we have Altbet, 1,742 followers on Twitter, 3,645 on Discord. The number of active nodes right now is 520. They launched on November 26, 2018, and that has been live for 2 months. So that puts them at adding 260 nodes per month on average, and that's a 50% month over month growth rate at 2,694 additions to their social network each month, at a total of 5,907 in their community size. Midas, Twitter followers, 943. Their Discord is a whopping 15,284, which is a hefty Discord channel there. And the number of nodes active on their network is 510. They launched September 22nd, 2018. They've been live for 3 months. They're adding 170 nodes to their network every month, and that gives them about a 33% growth rate. On social, they're adding about 5,409 people per month and a total of 16,737. BetX, we have 758 followers on Twitter, 4,273 members on Discord. Number of nodes total active on their network is 487. And it looks like that is a July 23rd, 2018 launch. They've been live for 5 months, adding 97 nodes per month to their network. And that gives them a 20% month-over-month growth rate at 1,006 people being added to their social network every month. And that gives them, it looks like, a 5,518 total community size. Last but not least, we have Beacon. They have a following of 638, I mean. Their Discord member size is 4,867. The number of nodes active on their network is 304. They launched very recently. That looks like it was October 29th, just before Halloween there on 2018. They've been live for 3 months now, and they have 101 nodes being added to the network every month. They are month over month growing by 33%, and their social growth rate each month, or their social growth, is 1,835 people joining their community with a total of 5,809. We have in first place with the largest Twitter account, we have our largest Twitter community, which is fueled a lot by Dr. Crypto, who's an influencer on Twitter. I'm a big fan of them. Largest on Twitter is Bitcoin Green, and second is Divvy. The third is Gincoin. All three very active on Twitter, and they have a very vibrant community on there. Other projects also have very vibrant communities, even though their followings aren't as substantial. They do have very active people on their Twitter account. So this is just sheerly by size right now. Largest on Discord, Midas, LightPayCoin, and then Snode in third. The number of nodes overall active on the network, we have Gincoin in first. In second, we have LightPayCoin. And in third, we have DarkPayCoin. The growth rate of nodes, this has to do with the period of time that they have been live. So for example, Altbet, they launched recently, and their growth rate is going to be much faster because they're adding nodes much quicker. So Altbet, number one on growth rate of nodes. Number two is Beacon. They are adding nodes hand over fist with having just launched, and they're releasing a lot of really interesting announcements. I've been following them pretty closely. And Divvy in number three on the growth rate of nodes. They are extremely active. Their community has reached out to me hand over fist, just like Beacon's community, and they have very vibrant people that are very passionate about their community, which is great. I love that, and that's why I'm doing this analysis, is because all these communities are amazing, and the advocates in the community have reached out to me just by the truckload. So this has to do with growth rate of nodes. And next up, we have monthly node growth. So this is different. This is the percentages. So the number of nodes being added is different than the growth rate of nodes. That's important to acknowledge there, because you're dealing with the total number of nodes, and then the amount being added to that gives you a growth rate. So we have monthly nodes added is DarkPay. In second, we have LightPay. And in third, we have Gincoin. So they are adding the most number of nodes. And then the previous ones are adding at a higher frequency. We have the fastest overall growth In first, we have Midas. In second, we have Snode. And in third, we have Divvy. And that is comprised of the entire community size. So Twitter, Discord, a number of nodes. And we are splitting that across the amount of time that they have been live. So overall, they are adding the most members of their community, whether it's nodes, Twitter followers, or Discord members. They are adding that much each month, the fastest. The last figure, the fastest overall growth, is determined by the total number of people in the community, and that is divided by the amount of time that they have been live. So when you're adding each of these people to the community every month, you have to take into account the overall amount and the growth rate of each month, and everything kind of cumulatively into one number that is being added per month to all of their channels. And that is where I got the fastest growth rate overall. So that is it for my analysis. Feel free to give me any feedback on the analysis, poke holes in it. I think that there's definitely a lot more that can be done to this. This is just a very high level analysis of the community growth rates of the top masternodes out there. That's it for this episode. I hope you guys like the portfolio updates. I'm a fan of this update mainly because now I've included this community growth rate piece, and following these communities has been a lot of fun. You guys that are watching this have reached out to me hand over fist about the different masternodes that you're passionate about, and some of them have really bubbled to the top. And I'm glad that I could do this analysis and very much data back some of the community growth out there. As another disclaimer, a lot of projects out there that are not included on this list are doing an incredible job. Also, I'm doing another giveaway on Grow Your Base. If you guys want to click the link below, sign up as an earner with your Twitter account, you can complete some simple tasks and you can earn some free tokens. So that is it for this episode. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, slap a like. If you guys are new here, don't forget to subscribe. There's going to be some exciting new interviews coming in the near future. I'm going to Bitcoin Miami next week. So I will see you guys on the next episode of Hack Crypto.